I am currently in full-time employment, so being able to study at my own time and being able to be in control of my own studying was really important, and Walbrook provided that as part of their online degrees. And a really important thing for me was how flexible they are with their entry requirements, because everyone's on a different journey and everyone has different past experiences, past qualifications or work experiences. I've been out of education for a while, so for me it was really important that they considered that and they took that as part of the acceptance process onto the MBA program. One thing that did worry me a little bit was the degree of self-teaching that I would have to do. I did worry about, given that it's an online degree, you don't necessarily have the ability to attend lectures or speak to tutors, but I was quickly reminded that is actually not the case. There's plenty of available resources that you can actually utilize, again, at your own time without having to feel like you're alone. And during this journey, I have actually been able to meet quite a lot of people that are also on the online program, and we've kind of built our own community. So we don't feel as alone as we thought as when you're studying an online degree versus the in-person campus students. What surprised me most was the degree of flexibility. I knew it was going to be flexible given that it's an online degree. However, I didn't quite appreciate the degree of the flexibility and also not be necessarily bound by any live lecture times or by any tutor support. Whilst I do have tutor support available, I get to decide at what point I want to use it, and for me that's really important. Typical day in the life is actually relatively simple. I wake up and I go to work, go into the office. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the lucky ones that get to work from home too often. So for me, having, again, an online degree was really important so I can juggle my time. So once I get back from the office, life admin takes over and then onto my MBA. So I get onto that until late evening, but often because of my full-time job, I may have late evenings, so it allows me to kind of juggle my time. But evenings I tend to do more for kind of online module work or any self-assessments, and then juggle that depending on week-by-week basis. And I try to have a life somewhere in between. One of my goals was to really be able to maneuver studying whilst working full-time, and being able to study anywhere at any time meant that often I can actually study whilst I'm on holiday or whilst I'm having a bit of a empty weekend. And that model, I think, really facilitates being able to take a course and an online degree at any point in your life, whether you're fresh out of one degree and going into another, or whether you're a full-time employee like myself or any other person that's trying to entice a new journey. That model really works because you're able to juggle it around your current lifestyle rather than the typical degree, which means that you have to adapt your lifestyle to the degree, which in this case is not the case.